Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. Right, so I've sold some stuff, gotten some money, so now I can go to the rest of the henchmen and tell them that I want to hire them, but not really. Because I'm like that. Right, so Linu, Body Knock, and Dalen are here. Don't have Dalen's contract yet, but that's fine, I think. Yeah, I only have, let's see, Tommy's contract, Linus token, and Body Knock's gem. Alright, let's go get Shalwin.
Who's this? Some poor soul straggling in off the disease.
Alright. I forgot for a moment. Tommy, if you'd be so kind. You get on the foot so easily.
Look!
Alright. You stay there for a moment. Shalwin! Just the woman I wanted to talk to.
Who's this? Some poor soul straggling in off the diseased streets? Are you here to join our ranks and beg for an employer? Or are you actually here to hire someone?
Who are you? My name's Shalwin, and I call this city my home. I seek adventure and excitement. If you seek the same, you'd be smart to hire me to accompany you. You're a local girl, aren't you? Are you? Does that make a difference? I see people who I've known my whole life falling to the sickness all around me. I'd say most give me more motivation than most. And incidentally, I am no girl. You seem pretty sure of yourself. And what other way is there to be? Should I be fawning and squeal at the sight of every mouse? Shall I hang onto your shoulder and beg for protection? I know what I want, and I know what I like when I see it. Such as you. You're a fine-looking human man. We could make a fine team, you and I. Oh, what skills do you have? I'm a caster of bardic magic, a master of all skills and a teller of the oldest legends. And, with or without your help, I intend to achieve my own fame in my time. One day bards will sing their songs about me. I suppose such talk may make me seem arrogant to you, my lord. If so, I don't particularly care. I have known the path I was on for a long time. I left behind the life of riches to live the life of a bard. Well, that's just foolish. You should have taken the riches with you when you became a bard. But I understand. I once had similar ambitions. And then I decided to actually get a job. I think such confidence is admirable. Thank you. You're not a typical sort of man yourself, are you? No, I'm a better man. If my own family had had its way, I would be by now comfortably married to a wealthy man I could never respect, bored to tears at my large Blacklake district mansion. How odd a game that fates play. My family lies mostly dead now. And Blacklake is full of frightened fools who bury their heads in the sand and pretend the plague won't touch them. Well, what do you know about the Blacklake district? Plenty. It's full near to bursting with rich and frightened nobles who would rather wall off the district from everyone else and pretend the rest of the city doesn't exist than actually try to help. There are those within the district who are trying to rally the rich to aid the rest of the city, but their cries mostly fall on deaf ears. One day the plague will come to them in force, and they shall regret their selfishness. Anything else you can tell me about Blacklake? Is there much else to tell? It is perhaps the one place in the city that remains yet orderly and plague-free, although getting inside its walls may be a bit of a problem. There are some elements of seediness, perhaps. Every place you find the rich, you'll find places where they can indulge their strangest tastes. I understand the local tavern's basement has its distractions. One thing I know for sure. If you intend to get anywhere in Blacklake, You'd best rely on charm rather than muscle. Or maybe bring a companion who knows the terrain. Actually, I'm looking for help. Some help to assist me on my mission. So I understand. Might you be able to illuminate me as to the nature of this mission of yours? Well, most certainly. It's supposed to be confidential, but I work for Lady Erebeth, and I've been instructed to find several missing creatures that might be used to find a plague cure. Erebeth is Lord Nash's servant, so your mission is bound to be exciting. Yes. I think I'd rather join you, if the price is right. My skills don't come cheaply, however. I'll follow you gladly to the best of my ability, my lord, provided the price is met. What shall that price be? Let's see. 200 gold seems fair, wouldn't you say? Well, that seems expensive. I'll give you 150. Oh, fine. I suppose a bit of gold now is the most important thing. I'm at your disposal, my lord. I'll follow you, yada yada yada. Of course you'll follow me. I'm the best around. Nothing's ever gonna take me down.
Yes? Is there some...
Alright. Yes, go. Alright, and then finally... Well, actually not finally. Next on to Grimknaw. Yeah, Grimknaw. There's something a little unsettling about this dwarven monk. His eyes are cold and empty, and there's a stillness about him that seems almost unnatural. Well, I say the least. I don't fully understand Grimknaw, by the way. His character is just completely whoosh over my head. He's interesting, sure, but I don't understand his motives beyond what he says they are. He's just weird.
I know you. You were at the academy during the slaughter of the students. You were there when the assassins came.
I also believe he's a psychopath. But then again, he's evil, so you know. Who are you? How do you know about the academy? I'm Grimknaw. Grimknaw. That's better. A monk of the Order of the Long Death. The grisly account of the academy is no great secret, Malcolm. Not to those who seek such things out. Tell me, as you stood amidst the blood-soaked corpses of your fellow students, did you gaze upon the face of death? Did you look into his cold eyes and feel his icy touch upon your soul? You seem a little creepy, Grimknaw. Many find the members of the Order unsettling, for we embrace death in all its incarnations. Yet in times like these, my skills are in great demand. Well, what's a monk of the Long Death Order doing in Neverwinter? There's a foul taint upon this city. Death, true, permanent death, is perfect in its absolute finality. Pain, suffering, anguish, torture. These are the tools that prepare us for my master's soothing embrace. But this plague is unnatural. Its victims never pass through the embrace of the Silent Lord. The wailing death is a blight upon the world that must be ended. So far I have uncovered no answers on my own that might help end this epidemic, though I'm eager to search the Beggar's Nest. What's in the Beggar's Nest? I've heard rumors that the blighted district zombies walk the streets. Few things are so reviled by my order as the abomination of the undead. It would be reasonable to imagine there is some connection between the undead and the unnatural end of those who succumb to the wailing death. Well, why haven't you investigated Beggar's Nest yourself? Alone I'm not likely to survive the dangers of the district, and throwing my life away is a foolish way to serve the Silent Lord. My death will come at its appointed time. Well, I am looking for help on this mission. The monks of the Long Death rarely join with those outside our order, but I sense the mark of my master is upon you. A storm of blood swirls around you. Anguish and death will follow in your wake, just as it did at the Academy. Yet, there are many whom death will follow in this city. Many who are willing to pay for my services. My fee to join your cause is 200 gold pieces. Well, how about 150? Oh, there are many who can offer me the chance to revel in the joys of killing and death, and they will pay far more for my services. My offer stands at 200. Darn it. Oh well, I could use a monk by my side. Here's your 200 gold. Welcome aboard, Grimnar. I foresee a future of brutal and savage slaughter at your side, Malcolm. My order will be pleased. My hands will deal death to your enemies, and all my skills are yours to command. Whenever you wish me to change my tactics, you've only to speak to me. Yeah, creepy, but useful. Monks are quite powerful, as I understand it, although I've never had the courage to play one properly. Mostly just in an attempt to create a very effective Pale Master at one point, but that experiment didn't really go anywhere.
Is there something you need?
I just think it's time to part ways. Alright, and finally, the Honorable Dalen Red Tiger.
Greetings. I see you are not yet infected by the plague that ravages Neverwinter. Among such suffering and misery, we who are not yet afflicted must be grateful for our health.
Who are you? I am Dalen Red Tiger of the Uthgard tribes of the frozen north. It has been over a year since I left my people and came to Neverwinter. Now I earn my living as a blade for hire. You're quite well spoken for a half-orc. My father was an orc, and the blood of his inhuman race is in my veins, but I was raised by my mother among the tribes of the Uthgard. I'm sorry, I don't know much about the Uthgard tribes. There are some in the city who call my people savages and barbarians, but they know nothing of the Uthgard. We are great warriors and hunters, following the herds and living off the land. My tribe is noble, but small. Among them was a little chance for a young warrior to prove himself or earn a wife. But I am young and strong. My people are renowned for their skill in battle. Here in Neverwinter I found work on the docks as a guard for cargo and shipments being transported. Then what happened? The coming of the plague changed everything. The quarantine halted all incoming or outgoing ships. There was no work and no money. I should have left the docks then. Many of the dock workers were afflicted, men I had come to know as friends. I stayed to ease their suffering, but in the end, I could do nothing but to save them from the wailing death. With my friends dead, there was no reason to stay in the docks, not with things getting worse. Now I earn my living as an axe. I earn a living with my axe as a freelance mercenary. What do you mean with the docks getting worse? The quarantine trapped ships in port, splitting the number of pirates and other criminals in the district, men with no honor. And with the city guard focused on the plague, these evil men have seized control of the docks. An Uthgard warrior knows no fear, but I will not dishonor my tribe. I refuse to serve these men. I will not become a common thug or murderer. Anything else you can tell me about the docks? Before I left, I heard talk of the district of an auction to be held at Jim's Seedy's Tavern. Something besides the usual stolen merchandise. Illegal goods and helpless slaves sold at this filthy den of sin. The word spread quickly on the street. Perhaps I could have learned more before I left. But I had no interest in such transactions. I'm a warrior, not a smuggler. There's little else I can tell you about the docks, but I know the district is dangerous. If you intend to go there, you'll be wise to take along a hired blade. Well, I am looking for someone. I'm no stranger to battle or bloodshed, but I am a warrior with honor. I will not undertake any sinister mission. Had I desired such work, I could have found employment back at the docks. Well, my mission is not sinister at all. See, I work for Erebeth. I've been instructed to find several missing creatures that are ingredients for a plague cure. Erebus' reputation is well known throughout the sea. I have no fear your mission will bring this honor to me. I will work for you, if we can agree upon a fair price for my services. I'm not one to boast of my own abilities, yet skill and ferocity of the Ulfgard tribes are well known throughout the north. I doubt you will find any other axeman for hire who is my equal. Only 200 gold pieces and I'm your willing servant. How about 150? You seem like an honorable man to work for. 150 it is, and all my skills are yours to command. I will follow you and perform to the best of my abilities, according to the orders you have given me. Anytime you wish to change orders, yada yada yada. Tommy!
I figured they'd drag your car.
Alright, so we can leave all this behind, and now that they're neatly lined up, when I go to talk to them about their particular storylines and all that, I don't have to run all over the place, which is kinda annoying. Let's see. Grax. Mercenaries. They've been called in. This offers no exception. He looks like he's seen metal matters.
Hail to ye!
What do you want, ha? Come on, you don't interrupt the Trader Blade's merc without good reason. I want to ask you some questions. I suppose. Make it quick, though. I've ever so many places to be. Yeah, right. Where can I go to get some action? Hey, now you're talking my language. There is one place. Yeah, you look like you're good with a weapon. Just don't let anyone hear about it. It's not supposed to get around. It's a club for fighting. We call it the Gauntlet. If you want action, that's where you go. I can sell you a pass if you want. 50 gold. Well, that's good enough. And here's your pass. Don't say where you got it. Although I doubt they'll ask. Nobody talks about the Gauntlet. People show up anyway. The Board Laid Bear Tavern is in the Black Lake district. Give the pass to the bartender. Good luck. You'll need it. Well, that's all I wanted from you. Let's rest. Right, that's some fruitful business done. Not actual mission solving, but lots of side questing. Which is par for the course for any RPG these days, I think. Heck, even games that just have RPG elements in them, but not actually aren't actually RPGs themselves, have so much focus on side missions. I believe the new Batman game, Arkham Knight, has such a focus on side missions. Yeah, you barely want to do the main ones, I guess. I won't know, because I'll wait for the Game of the Year edition before I even bother with that game. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. I'll pay some money to get back to where I was. But first, let's see if I dropped anything of importance. I don't think I have. Yeah, nope, nothing of importance has been lost, so we'll just go back. And I know that costs gold, which is precious and all that, but come on, I've got 1700 gold and I'm not spending it on anything. So here we are again, in the prison. Give me a lever big enough and I'll move the world. But first, let's punch some orcs.
Woohoo!
Hey, Dennis the Thug. You're moderately difficult.
I'll carve you up!
Thanks to Tommy, that's not really true. Potion of barkskin, really? You're trying to punch way above your weight class. That's not a very good idea. The sneak attack must be so good. The only problem I have with it is that I usually don't have a very good reason to pick that ability. Well, pick is a big word, but that's part of the reason why I don't play any rogue class. I just tend to be up front, in the front line too much. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. See you all next time.